right, we just hit the Wyoming County line. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like we're gonna kill a deer today. Honestly, we're gonna kill a deer today. We're gonna see deer.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch along the road on the way down. We've seen probably a dozen or so.
Easily.
So they're definitely out moving. So both the spirits are high.
Getting a little warmer down here, but it's still gonna be a good morning. Pressure's rising. Temperature dropped 15 degrees from yesterday morning. Everything is right. It's November 11th, and what I've seen down here is that they're like 3 or 4 days behind typically when they start chasing real hard than what we are back home. And back home, the best chasing days for us are usually like 5, 6, and 7 in November, depending on weather. When it's real hot, they chase a lot. It's just all at night. So, with it being cool, that's right. With it being cool, the bucks ought to be willing to move during the daylight. So we ought to get some thermal cruising going on today, and we're going to sit above some bedding areas that I think that I know they hold deer, and there's big deer that run around here. So we were chasing a big one in here last year that we never connected with until we saw a couple of times. But I think Mike's gonna see a buck this morning. So I'm putting him where I'm anticipating him seeing a shooter. So that's my goal.
I hope so. I got high hopes. So. Just the view that I'm looking at. I'm sitting right here in the low gap. I can see both sides here, as well as back behind me. But we'll see. So I'm here sitting in the tree. It's a lot more foggy of a morning than I think we were anticipating. We saw a few does walking in. We jumped one buck. Other than that, I heard one snorting when I was climbing up the tree. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of where I'm sitting right now. I need to be pointing more to the last deer. But it's a little too late for any kind of movement. So we're just gonna kind of see if things pick up here once the sun comes out. It's about 9 o'clock, and I'm frozen to the bone. We hiked in here about 1.5 miles straight uphill, so I got all sweaty. Now I'm sitting in a stand freezing. Still haven't seen anything. Hopefully this fog lets up sand. I don't know if you can see it. But I'm going to turn the camera on here. So, it's about 1:44 right now. Been seeing a lot more movement. Called in one real nice buck. He came within 15 yards, I'd say. I was on the ground though, and he just gave. It was a frontal shot through brush, so I didn't take it. But there's been a lot of buck movement. I've seen at least 3, and then 1 shooter. And Dan's had about the same luck. So hopefully that luck continues if we just get one in here. I think we're about to move spot. he's still hanging around. He didn't smell me. And he didn't see me. I think he just lost interest in the call and was more interested in chasing that doe. Well, that about does it for the day. We're coming to end illegal light here. I didn't see a single thing. No does. Nothing. It's a kind of a bummer of a way to end the night. But that's what tomorrow's for, right? So I'm gonna get down out of this tree and I'm gonna go get warm. Give me a coffee or something.
We're going back up the mountain. We're gonna hunt together this morning, and we're gonna split up this evening. I had 12 or 13 deer come by this morning, so it's a good spot. We're gonna have some good scent up, and just hoping the fog rolls out earlier than it did yesterday. It was pretty rough.
I just had that really big buck come in. Same one I'd seen yesterday. And he got within about 30 yards. And I wasn't ready for him. And whenever I would have had a shot on him, he got about, I don't know, 25. Then he kept pushing to the left. He caught my wind, took off running. That was a nice buck. I feel like I'm ready to hang it up. That sucked.
Shit.
That buck that smelled me earlier, he came back maybe 10 minutes later. And he was coming straight on for me, about 30 yards. 30 trying to use my first pin. Just zeroed it. 25. I just missed him. No, I missed him. Yeah. Oh, this sucks. I just freaking spooked one. Yes! Oh, he was chasing a doe. Oh, yes. Oh. 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 I'm gonna track this deer now. See, you're standing right here. He took off this way. Let's see if we find fresh blood. Somewhere in here. I'm gonna keep looking. I'll start back up when I find it. I'm back on. I wasn't far off this time. Let's just get down this way. See, I can't tell where I'm from here. There he is. There he is. Let's go. Let's go. That's him. Would you look at that? Wyoming County. Second buck with a bow. I'm so happy. I don't know where the arrow went. It must have went all the way through. I thought it stuck in him, but no, it went clear through. I'm so happy. You excited, buddy?
Ready.
What time is it right now? Huh?
10 after 2.
It's 10 after 2. How long of a drive we got ahead of us?
The map says 3 and change.
Oh, got the Red Bulls.
Trip comes with Red Bull, by the way.
Perfect. All right. Well, wish us safe travels.